Welcome back to Headliners, your first look at Saturday's newspapers. We're going to go straight into the Mail. What are the SNP up to now, Nick?
It's another terrible idea from the SNP. So SNP plans to abolish trial by jury in rape cases fall into disarray as more than 500 lawyers in Edinburgh and Glasgow vow to boycott move because it's a terrible, stupid idea. So the Glasgow Bar Association was overwhelmingly in favour of boycotting the single-judge pilot court, as they're calling it. The Edinburgh Bar Association said trial by jury is a cornerstone of our justice system. Now, the idea behind it is, OK, there's these things like rape myths. So a jury has all these preconceived ideas about rape, and they, oh, well, maybe she wasn't, blah, blah, or maybe they have sort of different prejudices, and they were trying to get around it. But the problem is, when you just have one person judging you, of course it's less fair.
And why wouldn't that person have prejudice?
Well, exactly. So it's kind of...
They'd be trained.
It's an SNP authoritarian type idea, used in Russia, used in Nazi Germany, as people have pointed out. And obviously, yes, it'd be just as bad to have people falsely accused who, yes, it's a terrible idea, but luckily people are realising that it's not going to work.
I understand the point that rape convictions are low and it's a very difficult thing to prove in court because it comes down to testimony rather than material evidence in a lot of cases. But the solution surely isn't to just completely obliterate due process and just have one judge, because we still need... Surely in a murder case, the jury can have prejudices as well.
Well, exactly, but also trial by jury is a cornerstone of our justice system. This is what one of the bar associations say. And the other thing is, by getting on just using one judge to choose it, the idea is that it's even worse. The idea is even worse than that, because the judge would actually be biased. The judges will be marked on how many cases they convict.
Oh, yes.
So they'd actually be...
There'd be an incentive.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for, to convict, which is even worse.
There's all sorts of cases in Scotland which don't get a jury. In fact, our friend Marcus Meakin, who was known as Count Dankula, he didn't have a jury in his trial, and the judge had clearly taken against him from the start, or at least that's how it seemed to me. So it's not good. It's not, I do think we have to... I know the jury system isn't perfect, because juries can get it wrong as well, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? To have 12 different voices, 12 different...
Certainly with
perceptions.
Something as serious as this, but as you said before, the real problem is the fact that, rape convictions are so historically low, and not even just the convictions, but the people who are being charged.
Yeah, and I do have sympathy with that insofar as, there will be a lot of people who've committed sexual assault getting away with it, which is not a comfortable idea, but on the other hand...
The majority.
The way the justice system works, though, is that, people are going to prison for things they haven't done. That's also... Well, that should be the priority we have to avoid, isn't it? Anyway...